Hello and welcome back to Let's Learn English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and grow in confidence when you speak English. I'm Michael, and I'm so happy you're joining me today. Our topic in this lesson is very practical because we are going to practice conversations that happen at the bank. Now, you may not go to the bank every day, but when you do, you often need to explain things clearly, answer questions, and sometimes ask for extra help. Maybe you want to open a new account. Maybe you need to withdraw or deposit money. Maybe you have a problem with your card. Or maybe you just need information about fees or services. Whatever the situation, knowing the right English sentences will make everything easier. In this lesson, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will pause often so that you can listen carefully and then repeat after me. This shadowing practice will help you improve your pronunciation and rhythm. Remember, don't worry about being perfect. Focus on speaking in full sentences and sounding natural. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to walk into a bank, greet the staff, explain what you need, fill out forms, and even ask questions politely if something is not clear. So, let's begin. Imagine you are walking into a bank. You step inside, and the first person you meet is usually a receptionist or a bank teller. They greet you politely. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good morning. Welcome to First National Bank. How may I help you today? Good morning. I would like to open a new savings account, please. Of course. Do you already have an account with us? No, I don't. This will be my first account here. That's wonderful. Could I please see your identification and proof of address? Yes, certainly. Here is my passport, and here is a copy of my rental agreement. Thank you very much. Please have a seat while I check these documents. As you can see, the teller greets you, asks what you need, and then asks for documents. At the B1, B2 level, you should not only give short answers, but also add details. For example, instead of saying only, "Here is my passport," you can say, "Here is my passport, and here is a copy of my rental agreement." This makes your English sound more polite and more complete. Now, let's continue. The teller comes back after checking your documents. Everything looks fine. Could you please fill out this application form? Certainly. Could you tell me what information I need to include? You will need to write your full name, date of birth, address, phone number, and occupation. I see. Do I also need to provide my email address? Yes. Please include your email address. It is helpful for electronic communication. All right, I will fill out the form now. Take your time. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist you. After filling out the form, you hand it back to the teller. Here is the completed form. Could you please check if everything is correct? Yes. Let me take a look. Everything seems fine. Thank you for writing clearly. You're welcome. May I ask what the minimum deposit is for opening this savings account? The minimum deposit is $100. Would you like to deposit that amount today? Yes, I would like to deposit $100 now. Perfect. Please hand me the money, and I will issue a receipt for your deposit. Here is the money. Thank you. You're welcome. Here is your receipt, and here is your new account number. You can now use this account for deposits and withdrawals. That's great. Could you also tell me about the interest rate for this savings account? Yes, the current interest rate is 2.5% per year. Interest is calculated monthly and paid once a year. I understand. And are there any fees for this account? There are no monthly fees, but if your balance falls below $50, there is a $5 service charge. Thank you for explaining. That seems very reasonable. As you can see, we are moving from simple questions to more detailed ones. At the B1, B2 level, you should be able to ask about interest rates, fees, and other conditions. These sentences help you sound more professional and confident. Now, let's practice another situation. Imagine you already have an account at the bank, but today you want to withdraw money. You go to the teller and greet them. Good afternoon. I would like to withdraw $200 from my checking account. Certainly. May I please see your bank card and your identification? Here is my bank card, and here is my driver's license. Thank you. Please enter your PIN number on the keypad. All right, I have entered my PIN. Thank you. Would you like the money in small bills or large bills? I would prefer small bills, please. Here you are, $200 in small bills. Please count the money before leaving the counter. Thank you. Yes, everything is correct. You're welcome. Have a nice day. This is a very typical withdrawal conversation. Notice the teller always asks for identification and a PIN number. Also, they may ask if you prefer small or large bills. These are useful details to remember. Next, let's practice another useful conversation. Imagine you need to transfer money from your account to another account. Good morning. I would like to make a bank transfer, please. Of course. Could you please give me the account number of the recipient? Yes, here is the account number and the name of the recipient. Thank you. How much would you like to transfer? I would like to transfer $500. All right. May I ask if this is a domestic transfer or an international transfer? It is an international transfer. The money is going to Spain. In that case, I also need the IBAN number and the SWIFT code of the receiving bank. Yes, I have them here. This is the IBAN number and this is the SWIFT code. Perfect. There will be a transfer fee of $15. Do you accept this fee? Yes, I accept. Please proceed with the transfer. Thank you. The transfer will take 3 business days to complete. Here is your confirmation receipt. Thank you very much. I appreciate your assistance. My pleasure. Have a great day. As you can see, when you make an international transfer, the teller will ask for extra details like IBAN numbers, SWIFT codes, and they will explain the fees. At this level, it is important to understand these terms and respond politely. We have now practiced opening an account, making a deposit, asking about fees, withdrawing money, and making a transfer. In the next part, we will continue with more advanced and useful situations, such as asking for a loan, reporting a lost card, speaking to the bank manager, discussing online banking, and solving problems with transactions. So stay with me, keep repeating, and keep practicing. You're doing an excellent job so far. Now let's move on to another common situation at the bank. Imagine you want to apply for a loan. Maybe you need money to buy a car, to pay for studies, or to start a small business. Let's practice how you might have this conversation with a bank officer. Good afternoon. I would like to ask about applying for a personal loan. Of course. Could you please tell me the purpose of the loan? Yes, I would like to buy a car and I need some financial assistance. I understand. How much money are you hoping to borrow? I would like to borrow $8,000. Thank you. Do you already have an account with us? Yes, I have both a savings account and a checking account. That's good. We will need to review your income and your credit history. Could you please provide your recent payslips and a copy of your employment contract? Yes, I have them with me. Here are my documents. Thank you. Based on this information, you may be eligible for a loan. The interest rate is 5% per year, and the repayment period is up to 5 years. That sounds fair. Could you explain how the monthly payments are calculated? Yes, the monthly payments depend on the amount borrowed, the interest rate, and the length of the loan. For example, if you borrow $8,000 for 4 years, your monthly payment will be about $185. I see. That is very clear. Could you tell me if there are any penalties for early repayment? There is no penalty for early repayment. In fact, paying early can reduce the total interest you pay. That's good news. I would like to think about it and maybe submit the application tomorrow. Of course. Please take your time. When you are ready, we will assist you with the process. As you can see, this type of conversation includes more complex vocabulary, like repayment period, interest rate, and penalty. At the B1, B2 level, it is important to ask clear questions and show that you understand the conditions. Now, let's practice a more urgent situation. Imagine you lose your bank card. This can be stressful, but knowing the right sentences helps you solve the problem quickly. Good evening. I need to report that my debit card has been lost. I'm sorry to hear that. Could you please give me your name and account number? Yes, my name is Daniel Brown, and my account number is 4567-8921. Thank you. When did you last use your card? I last used it yesterday at a supermarket. All right. For your safety, I will block this card immediately. Do you want me to issue a new card for you? Yes, please. I would like a replacement card as soon as possible. We can order a new card today. It will arrive at your address within 7 business days. Thank you. In the meantime, will I still be able to access my money? Yes, you can withdraw money at the counter with your identification. That is very helpful. Thank you for your quick assistance. My pleasure. Please remember to update your card details for any automatic payments. I will do that. Thanks again. This example shows how to stay calm, give clear details, and make sure your money remains safe. Sometimes you may also need to speak directly with a bank manager, especially if you have a serious issue or need special approval. Let's practice this situation. Good morning. I would like to speak with the branch manager, please. Certainly. May I ask the reason for your visit? Yes, I have a question about a loan application, and I would like to discuss the terms in more detail. Sevens. Of course. Please wait a moment, and I will inform the manager. Thank you very much. Now you meet the manager. Good morning. I am the branch manager. How can I assist you today? Good morning. I recently applied for a loan, and I would like to clarify some of the conditions before I make a decision. I understand. Which conditions would you like to discuss? I would like to know if the interest rate is fixed or variable. The interest rate is fixed for the first 3 years and variable after that. I see. And what happens if my financial situation changes and I cannot pay on time? If that happens, we ask customers to contact us immediately. We can sometimes adjust the repayment schedule. However, late payments may include a small penalty. Thank you for explaining. That helps me understand the risks. You're welcome. Please let us know when you are ready to move forward. These kinds of conversations are very useful because they involve polite but direct questions. At this level, you should not be afraid to ask for clear explanations. Now let's move to another modern situation. Many people use online banking. Sometimes, there can be problems logging in or completing transactions. Let's practice what you might say. Hello, I am having trouble logging into my online banking account. I see. Could you please tell me what message appears on your screen? The message says, your password is incorrect, but I am sure that I entered it correctly. Thank you. For your security, if you enter the wrong password 3 times, the account becomes locked. Did this happen to you? Yes. Yes, I think my account is locked. In that case, we will need to reset your password. May I please confirm your identity? Yes, of course. What information do you need? Please provide your full name, your date of birth, and the last 4 digits of your bank card. Here is the information. Thank you. I have verified your identity. I will send a temporary password to your registered email. That's great. Once I receive it, can I change it to a new password? Yes, you should change it immediately after logging in. Perfect. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Please let us know if you face any more issues. This is a very common online banking conversation. Notice the polite but formal tone. Now, one more important situation. Sometimes mistakes happen. Maybe money was taken twice, or a transfer did not arrive. Let's practice how to make a polite complaint. Good afternoon. I would like to report a problem with my account. I'm sorry to hear that. Could you please explain the issue? Yes, I noticed that my account was charged twice for the same purchase. I see. Could you provide the details of the transaction? Yes, it was at Green Market on September 12th for the amount of $65. Thank you. I will check the system. Yes, you are correct. The payment was processed twice. I will create a report, and the extra charge will be refunded within 3 business days. Thank you very much. I appreciate your assistance. You're welcome. I apologize for the inconvenience. At the B1, B2 level, it is important to stay polite even when you make a complaint. Use sentences like, I would like to report a problem, or could you please check this for me? These phrases help you sound respectful and professional. And now, we are reaching the end of our bank journey. We started with opening an account, making deposits, and asking about fees. Then we practiced withdrawals, transfers, and international payments. After that, we learned how to apply for a loan, report a lost card, speak with a manager, solve online banking problems, and even make a polite complaint. Each step gave you useful vocabulary, natural questions, and polite responses. Remember, you don't need to speak quickly or use complicated grammar. The most important thing is to speak clearly, politely, and in full sentences. Before we finish, let's review a few key tips. Always greet the teller politely. Always bring identification. Always ask questions if you do not understand something. And always check receipts and documents carefully. These small habits will make your experience at the bank smoother and more professional. Now I have a small challenge for you. In the comments, write one sentence you would like to use the next time you go to the bank. Maybe it is about opening an account. Maybe it is about withdrawing money. Maybe it is about asking for a loan. Write your sentence, share it with the community, and let's all practice together. This has been another lesson with Let's Learn English. I'm Michael, and I'm proud of the work you did today. You listened, you repeated, you shadowed, and you practiced real conversations for real life. That is the path to fluency. Step by step, sentence by sentence, you are getting stronger in English. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like this video if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new lesson. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep believing in yourself. See you in the next lesson.